Beautiful fall day here in Muncie, Indiana. The reigning Mid-American Conference regular season champions host the conference tournament champions. Kent State looking to avenge their lone conference loss from last year as Ball State challenges the Golden Flashes for first place. If you haven't already, kick your feet up, get comfy. We have your Sunday matinee here in Muncie, Indiana. Welcome onto the turf here at Briner Sports Complex. John Gordon on hand, gladly alongside two former players, Shane Rue of Capital University and Ali Kowanowski of Ball State. Well, big implications in today's matchup. First place up for grabs. Dow Katz, the Kent State leading goal scorer, who is pressuring. And here's the kick, high into the air, off the crossbar.
What a shot.
Evie Stepanak with the left-footed boot.
What a shot.
And that's where you're going to catch this Kent State defense off guard when you just turn and unleash the shot as quickly as possible.
And like, just Ball State, it can't hurt to just take a shot either. I mean, that's a great shot from far out.
There you see it goes off the fingertips of McDonald, so the corner kick towards the box. Holmes is able to get it. The boot from Ball State, and there it is. Julia Elfbo puts it in the left side of the net. Ball State draws blood first, 1-0.
And, there's a huge scramble in the box from the corner, but she picked her head up, just hit it far post. I mean, she put it right where she needed to. Huge scramble, got a shot off, a lot of complication.
And that's just that second ball. It's so important to be ready for that. And Julia Elbow has done excellent so far this season on finishing those.
How about the way she has played as of late? She had the game-winning goal against Bowling Green. She had the game-winning goal against Ohio in the last match, one of her 2 goals, and now puts Ball State up 1-0.
Head coach Rich Maloney for Ball State has praised Matt Eppers all season long. John Gordon, the third member of our broadcast crew, caught up with head coach Maloney earlier today.
Here with head coach Rich Maloney. Coach, following the losing streak, your team has now rattled off 4 consecutive wins. What could you credit their recent success to?
Well, I think we got back to the basic fundamentals, and that being really hitting the ball at the middle, battling with 2 strikes. Our offense got going in a big way, and that's really changed our team. Now, if we can get the pitching to be like it was the first 20 games, then we'd have a really potent team. So anyway, we're climbing a mountain. We dug ourselves a bit of a hole, and the guys are fighting back. I'm real proud of them for the way that they've battled back, and certainly shown some intestinal fortitude, because it was a tough time we went through. But we had a lot of key injuries too. 2 starting pitchers out and 3 starting position players. That's a lot of firepower to be out of the lineup. We've got some of those guys back. We expect to get Brockhouse back here in another week or 2. So hopefully we can hang in there and then finish strong.
Also, over the last 4 games, Matt Eppers is 13 for 17. How have you noticed himself blossom throughout his time here at Ball State?
Yeah, well, Matt's worked really hard, and he's just really battled and found the holes out there, and good for him. Good for him. You love to see that in any of your players, especially a senior. So happy for him, and hopefully he can keep it going.
That's Coach Maloney, the head coach for Ball State baseball, looking to win Game 1 of this series and also keep the winning streak alive.
Let's send it down to the third member of our broadcast crew here today, John Gordon, who's with Bowling Green's head coach, Danny Schmitz.
Here with head coach Danny Schmitz. Coach, a 7-4 loss yesterday, but what were some of the positives you were able to take out of that? Here with Ball State head coach Rich Maloney and third baseman Alex Maloney. Coach, 46 runs last weekend, 43 this weekend. What was your message like to the team at the end of that game?
Well, just keep swinging the bats. I mean, the guys are putting the barrel on the ball. They really made change about 2 weeks ago in their hitting. Stayed to the center of the field, and we got just tons of hits, and finally the bats caught fire. I mean, they were dormant for so long, we just didn't catch any breaks at all, and now we got on a nice roll, and so I'm really happy for the guys, and we're having a lot of quality at bats and doing a lot of nice things, and real proud of the team.
Not every day do you get to see a father-son relationship at the college level on the diamond. What's it like to, at one point, give your son a high five as he's rounding third after a home run, to the next day being able to spend an Easter dinner together?
Well, it's a great fun watching him grow up, and the love that he has for baseball and the competitor that he is, and to see him have success with this group of guys is what it's all about, and so I'm real proud of him.
Coach Maloney, congrats on the win, and thanks for your time.
Thanks.
And now we'll head over with third baseman Alex Maloney. And Alex, you had a 2-run shot, 3 RBIs. How have you been able to be so successful at the plate this season?
Yeah, just staying with the process, trusting my coaching staff and the approach that we have as a team, and just seeing a pitch up in the zone, trying to barrel it. We got to give credit to Bowling Green that they pitched me pretty well this weekend, I thought, and they were pretty careful with it, and they made some quality pitches. But finally, I got some pitches up in the zone in the last game, and was able to make the most of it.
I got your father's reaction on this, but what's it mean to you to have a father-son relationship not only at home but on the ball diamond?
Yeah, it's great. He's a great guy. Obviously, he's at times we butt heads, but I love him to death, and he's a great coach and a great father. So fortunate to play here at Ball State for him.
Alex, congrats on the win. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
That was head coach Rich Maloney with his son Alex Maloney.
And a 3-1 lead after 1 inning. Let's send it down to the third member of our broadcast crew, and John Gordon.
Guys, in the classroom, Roman Bisa is majoring in communication studies, but on the field, he majors in bunting. The redshirt sophomore has 8 sacrifice bunts this season, which is actually tied for the lead of any player in the Mid-American Conference. We had a chance to catch up with him earlier this week, and he gave us some tips on how he's able to do it. Here with bunting guru, Roman Bisa. Roman, we're going to talk a little bit about bunting. I'm going to throw you a few pitches, so you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Awesome, let's do this.
Let's do it.
All right, Roman, so really if you get the sign to bunt, what's going through your head? You look down, you see Coach Maloney gives you a sign. What's the first thing that's going through your head?
So am I going the sack bunt or a drag bunt?
We'll start sack bunt.
Sack bunt, so I'm giving myself up. I'm for the team right now. I'm giving myself up and I'm trying to move the runner. Trying to get my teammate next to me, which is Al or Sean or Caleb, get him set up to bring the runner in. So I'm giving myself up.
Okay, so you're hitting any pitch.
I'm hitting anything in the strike zone. I'm butting anything in the strike zone.
Okay.
And I'm just, don't have to be perfect, just got to get it down one of the lines.
Nice, nice. Now what about a drag bunt?
A drag bunt, it's either perfect or foul. Getting out of the box as fast as I can, getting down the line as fast as I can. Drag bunt, I'm bunting for a hit. Trying to get a perfect bunt.
I like that, I like that. Now you're a switch hitter, so where would you say is easier for you to bunt?
A easier base hit drag bunt would definitely be the left side. I've practiced so much from the left side. I see so many more right-handed pitchers that bunting from the left side, I just feel a lot more comfortable and I get a lot more repetitions out of it.
Favorite kind of bunt, pushing towards first base or
definitely third base?
Third base?
Third base. But from the left side, I'm bunting down the third base line because the right-handed pitcher is leaning towards the first base line. And from the right side, I'm going to try and bunt down the first base line because the left-handed pitcher is leaning towards the third base line.
Now, what makes you so much better than a lot of other people at bunting? Do you have a certain tip?
I put in the time. Coach has put in. He's made sure that I know how to bunt. Everything I do is just. Last year, I'd come out an hour before practice and I'd have to bunt for an hour.
I noticed you're getting as close as you can to that barrel. Would you say that's something that helps you out a lot?
Yep. So that's another thing. A technique is being able to. I keep the bat right here next to my eye level and I see it hit the bat every single time, and it's the same form every single time, whether it's a squeeze, drag bunt, or sack bunt. It's just all about technique.
Awesome. Roman Bisa, a bunting guru, whether it's a drag bunt, sack bunt, bunt for a base hit, he can do it. Thanks for your time, Roman.
Thank you, John.